The behavior of people. Today we're going to talk about the behavior of people. When you encounter someone in various degrees, there's a certain level of spiritual level elevation that you have attained. So you're able to access to previous lives that you may have encountered with this person. So oftentimes that's why I thought, sometimes people think it might be love, it might be, various different elements, but ultimately it's because of a recollection of a previous lifetime and they're allowing you to access that and you're both accessing that at the same time. Now, it may be a positive circumstance that happened or it may be a negative circumstance that happened, and also it depends on the perception of the individual in that lifetime. Many different elements. So when you encounter someone, and oftentimes that's why it's best to lead with love, to just lead with love and leave all expectations aside. I know that the best relationships that I have with people are the people where I can just be really loving, where I can be like, "Blah," like this, like unicorn vomiting rainbows, and be like, "This, and what about this? And what do you think about that?" Blah, 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 and almost overwhelming to the point that they're like, "Calm down." But they know that my heart is pure, that they know that my heart wants to share and wants to give love, because I know that those people, once they feel love, they're going to feel inspired to even give more love. So I reach out to those kind of individuals that can be a catalyst for the rest of humanity. It's a very spiritual selfishness because I believe in reincarnation. So in my journey I will return, maybe I don't even leave, but in my journey I know that the energy will ripple and it will return. So it's important for me to share positivity. So those are, and I've built a really great group of individuals that can really trust, with being caring, with being sharing, with being honest, and just being like, this is, what about this? Particularly a little extra shout out during weddings. I think that when, you see an individual mature, grow up, connect to another individual that is, someone within their entire story lifetime of reincarnation and whatnot, and you see the purity of love, and you see the context not just in your personal life but you see in the context of the entire spiritual world, you really get excited. You really get excited for what is happening, for the future of the couple. So weddings, love weddings, especially for if I know the couple. So those kind of things come into play when we come into unity and we come into division. There's people that will not understand. They will not understand your being like, I love you, I want to give you everything to you, and I want to be your dream, and all that. And they see it as something else. They become scared of it because they don't understand, or the whole context of the story of reincarnation may be completely flipped, and you may be reading a script that you're not being meant to read, and you're following a script that you're not thinking that is, you know what I mean? So there's various different elements of confusion, of understanding, of love. Ultimately it's about giving love in the best way possible. So for some people, giving them love is saying no. For some people, giving love is saying no, back off, relax, calm down, I don't ever want to speak to you again. That's love for some people. I think that there's a certain level of measurement and understanding within the context of reality and their growth and your growth and everyone's growth as an individual, and you reach a certain level of discernment as to what is best for them and what is best for you and what is best for the whole story, with the deeper understanding of what is happening. So there is love, on various different degrees. There's love in division. There is love in division. There is a certain level of love in knowing that that person is not at a level where they can have a conversation that is open to the spiritual heavens, and the freeness of having the right rule to left. Various different elements. Some people go into the discussions of, bread of shame, that if you give someone that they don't deserve, eventually they are going to resent you for it, because at the spiritual seed and soul, they know that they can do it themselves. So that is, and then that comes into play like happy birthdays. What if you buy someone a gift? What does that play into? All those Hanukkah, what does that mean? Christmas. Oh my gosh, deeper discussions that ripple out from the tree. So all those things come into play as to how to give love. Yeah. It's not an easy one because some of us are born from the left side and we're naturally aligned towards the receiving, towards getting, towards wanting, towards not really giving love, not really being sharing, and more of a receiving element. And there's a beautiful truth and wonderful element to that side. And then there's the people that share it to the point where they're like, I'm dying of thirst, but here's my cup of water. You know, that those kind of people where they're like, I'm completely aligned to the universal forces and it doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna give you all my flesh. Hashtag I'm Jesus. Those kind of people, you know what I mean? That will just give everything because they have the true understanding that the right rules the left. But we still exist within this reality. You know, you're still gonna get hurt, even though you're giving. You think to yourself, I'm true and free, and I'm never gonna get pain and hurt. I was like, no, you will. You will. Just calm down, give it a couple minutes. So there, for a couple days, there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a certain level of balance of your self-worth, your communication with another human being. And again, it comes down to this. Wow, it's a 6-minute video. That's too long, huh? Okay, part 2 coming sometime soon. I want to wish you all a wonderful, wonderful eternity.